Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for June 2023. So let's dive into it and see what will be happening for you this month. You have self-acceptance coming out for you. And the lighting's a little weird, so I apologize. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. Okay, I feel like, you know what this is giving me? It feels like you're just becoming more into who you are as a person. And I feel like you might be reaching some goals external to yourself, like in your career, in health, and fitness, and love, really leveling up, glowing up within yourself, and doing these things that like you really just always wanted to do. And because of that, like you're actually just enjoying life a bit more, honestly. That's what I'm feeling this month for you. Your message from your past loved ones and ancestors is let go. Let go. What is it that you have to let go of? What are your spirit guides asking you to let go of, Capricorn? Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best interest at heart, and we'll do everything in our power to protect you. I feel like being attached to the outcomes of your goals in the past have actually held you back and prevented you from achieving said goals, because it was so like you're putting so much of your happiness into that and just really struggling as you were trying to become a better person, because like you just were miserable. Honestly, you were miserable by not having what you wanted. And I feel like in the past few weeks, Capricorn, you really shifted. And now you're like okay with not having all of your goals met. You're okay with not being exactly where you want to be. And you're just kind of like doing what you can to get there and enjoying the process of it. Like that's letting go of the outcome. And because of that, you're able to truly be in the present moment more and do what needs to be done to manifest that outcome faster anyways. So it's really interesting. And I do feel like success will start picking up for you rapidly in the next couple of weeks because you made this shift. But that's just my prediction, okay? So your energy oracle is journey. Okay, I wonder if you're going on some type of vacation or traveling, maybe even planning a trip this month. I'm seeing, I don't know why I keep seeing day trips. I don't know if like the collective is just like going on more day trips in general, but I do feel like many Capricorn will be going on some type of journey, some type of adventure, even if it's just like a staycation, a getaway that's like an hour or two away and you're literally only staying for like a day or two. Like that is pretty fun, and I see some fun memories being built this month for you. So your message from Mama Moon here this month of June is Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. Particularly, you know what I'm seeing? Because there's so many different types of healing. I am particularly seeing that you are getting something that you have not, that's been like lacking in your life. And that's going to be really healing for you. So for example, like let's just say that you went a really long time being single, or a really long time just in really crap relationships. And it's like this month you're finally like having this love that you've only dreamed of. I see something coming into your life that's almost like a dream come true, and it'll actually be so healing for you. Like, oh my gosh, it'll look different for everyone watching. Like if you've went through years of poverty and experienced that trauma, this can actually be like having a sustainable income come through for you. And it's like an eye-opening experience, and that is healing in and of itself. Like if you went so many years worrying about buying groceries, for example, and like stressing out every time you went to the grocery store, when you finally have that money and you're like in the grocery store, you're gonna still have these patterns of like, it'll feel really weird to be able to buy whatever you want. And it's just like a fun type of healing where you finally have something that was lacking in your life. And yet, like, it's just gonna be a weird experience. I don't know how else to put it, but like that's what I'm picking up for you. A weird experience where you're getting something that you've been severely lacking for many years, and it's just gonna be strange to you. And in a really good way, honestly, in a good way, it will be strange for you. So we love that. And I think that's why, you know, the self-acceptance card came up, because it's like a deeper sense of love for yourself, a love for your life. I mean, before you tried to keep a positive mindset, you tried to have a good self-esteem, but when you don't have basic needs being met, or if something is severely lacking in your life, you can only love yourself so hard, you know? So now that that is finally in your life, I just feel like it's gonna be so healing for you. So, comment down below, what is it for you that you are like finally manifesting, finally getting more of, that would be healing for you? Maybe you were kind of a lone wolf for a while and you're having friends come through and it's like literally so emotional for you because it's like you never had a good friend in many, many years. And then you finally get that and it's like kind of strange, but in a really good way. So we are going to pull some tarot to get some more in-depth messages about the month ahead for you, and we will be doing 9 cards. Oh, we had a little honk there from the universe saying hello. 3 rows of 3. And from the Starman Tarot. So first card out, we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, this is like self-protection. This is kind of protecting what you have already manifested in life. Oh my gosh, you know what I keep thinking of? I'm thinking back to this interview that Eminem, of all people, had. And he was explaining like when his music career took off, he had all of this money and he was so unused to having it that he literally would like call up, he wanted a watch and he called up his financial advisor and was like, can I afford this watch? And he was like really like unsure about it, didn't necessarily want to buy it because it was a really nice thing. And his financial advisor was like, bro, you can buy like 1,000 of those watches. Are you kidding me? Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting for the 9 of Wands. It's like you're so used to not having something and suddenly you do have it and you're kind of like very hesitant to trust in this or trust that it'll be in your life long term. And so you're kind of still, oh my gosh, it's such an interesting energy. You're kind of like weary about it. That's what I would say. You're weary about this thing, but I just, based off of feelings, I feel like it will be in your life long term, but I mean, we'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. Second card out, we have the 8 of Wands in reversed, okay? And this is what it looks like upright. This is really fast momentum and forward movement. Now it is in reversed, so I feel like you might have been going through a delay or some type of slow growth in your life and you're just kind of in this energy of waiting for things to take off, waiting for things to move forward, or maybe like just a weird lull in your social life, in your mental health, your energy. And this is a really good confirmation that it's very temporary and it will be lifted this month. Things will start moving forward much more quickly. So if in the beginning of June you're feeling like things are moving slowly, like if you have your own business, if you're not getting any sales, or if you have friends in a social life, like maybe they're all busy, you know, things might be moving slow. And what this is saying is to learn how to no longer take those periods of kind of like slow growth personally. I feel like you're taking on the wisdom that when you get these moments, these brief seasons of delays and slow growth, it's actually an opportunity for you to focus on yourself. It's an opportunity for you to focus on your little personal hobbies and the things that you like doing on your own. And I feel like before, Capricorn, you would get so caught up in your mind and overthinking these slow moments. And look back, if you look back, you'll notice that all of those brief, like slow moments of your history that were only like a week or two or maybe a few weeks long, they always came to an end and they were always followed by an extremely busy, quick moving season. And so Spirit's kind of coming through to say, you know, get used to it now. You should be used to it by now. And I feel like the message here is to actually enjoy these moments in your life where things are moving slowly. Business isn't as booming. Social life isn't as popping. You know, that is your time to really focus on your personal goals and projects and hobbies. And I just feel like when you worry during those times, it's such a waste of the time. Like that time is actually such a beautiful opportunity. So if you feel like you have have no friends, or, you know, nothing's happening for you, the things are moving slowly, that is just your sign to focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on whatever it is that you can focus on right now with all this spare time, you know, because it's not going to last forever. And, you know, when things do really significantly take off for you and life keeps moving, you know, you're really not going to have time to do these things in the future. So don't waste it away worrying is what I want to say. Third card out is the Emperor. Okay, this really does give me Capricorn energy as well as Aries energy. I'm seeing a strong sense of organization. Also, I don't know why, like, you know what just came to my mind? I recently got into like cleaning TikTok. Which is like just cleaning motivation and showing you all these like cleaning tools. It's literally just videos of people cleaning. But it feels so satisfying to watch. So I wonder if some of you guys are watching that or doing like a big cleaning project, or I don't know, I just also got the message like maybe you just invested in cleaning supplies. I know this is so specific, or like bought a new vacuum or like new sponges or something. I know it's a weird prediction, but I'm just seeing a weird satisfaction coming from you this month when it comes to cleaning and organizing, not just like your home and your space, but also like your mind. I'm seeing like maybe some of you are getting like a new journal, a new agenda book, new pens and stationery. It's just that energy of like really, like I really truly feel it's a form of meditation. Like when you clean, when you write out your to-do lists, when you fill out your calendar, it almost feels like just cleaning your mind of all this stuff that is just like weighing on you. Like I feel like in our brains, especially if you're a woman, okay, because we always have this like hidden, unseen mental load that we constantly carry, where we're the ones always, you know, taking note of the things that need to be restocked in the household and the grocery lists. It's actually sexism, but you know, anyways, moral of the story is it is so nice when you actually like write those things down and get it on paper so it gets out of your mind. It's just very freeing. And so I'm seeing a strong degree of organization here. Also, the Emperor card, it's literally, I'm seeing the message of just doing it, just working, just being productive. And this is going to go exactly in an opposite direction of what I just said, but sometimes we get caught up in false productivity, where we write out these lists and we, you know, read books and we motivate ourselves and it feels like we're being productive, but that's actually not being productive at all. Being productive is doing the actual work. So I feel you actually not only being organized, but making sure that it is actually, you're actually being productive as well. It's not like this false productivity. So that's beautiful. And I definitely see really large amount of work being done. So any projects you're doing in your house, or if you have your own business, will go really far this month. And I see so much progress being made or just being completed in general. So that is fun. Fourth card out, second row now, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This, for some reason to me, is just giving me like this sense of wanting to work more on your own, wanting to spend more quality alone time with yourself this week. I'm kind of just, or this month. So if there is any alone time that you have, make the most of it. You know, I see you actually really enjoying it, which doesn't surprise me because I feel like Capricorn energy does enjoy their alone time. So I feel like that's when you really get organized, you enjoy cleaning, you enjoy working, you enjoy, like, I don't know, you're just much more productive on your own than when you're with a team. So I'm seeing that will take you quite far this month. Center of your spread, center of the month, is the Prince of Swords. Oh, hold on, I'm just like viewing this because I don't use this tarot deck that often. It's so beautiful. I should start using it more. And we have the Crow, or this kind of looks like a raven. It's pretty big compared to the person. I don't know. Crow or Raven spirit might be significant to you. Both of those spirits tend to connect with people who are into magic and psychic abilities and manifestation, people who are on the shamanic journey in life. So they might be a spirit guide of yours. I actually love this card as the center of your spread, as the core energy of your being, because this is like the Knight of Swords, really fast movement. Projects are getting done rapidly. You are completing so many different things, and it's right underneath that Eight of Wands. So like I said, like maybe the first few days or the first month of June, you might feel like things are moving slow. You might feel like there's a delay here. and then suddenly like things just pick up tremendously. So like I said, don't take that time for granted, that time where you have extra time to rest and clean and organize your mind. Like, make the most of that, because things will be moving forward rapidly, so rapidly, very shortly into June. So ain't no complaining or crying to the universe if everyone's busy and you have no business, whatever, because it will not stay like that, okay? So, 6th card out, we have the Alien in reverse. Now, this is card number 9. I never remember this is what it looks like. I need to look up like literally what this card is. Okay, it is the Hermit, duh. Okay, so having the Hermit in reverse, it again gives that message of feeling a bit of a separation from your normal social life, your normal routine, or things might be moving slow for you socially in business. But my God, make the most of it. I swear to God, make the most of it. Like, you will not be mad. Also, I want to say, if you've been in this phase of like the Hermit reverse, like feeling a little bit isolated, like things are moving slowly for you, I want to say that this month of June, it may be a sign that things are picking up rapidly for you. So it's, for some of you, it's like, you know, you're going to be in this stage in June, and then like halfway through, things will pick up really quickly. And then for the other half of you, it feels like you've been kind of isolated, you've been kind of to yourself, and then this month of June is like the turning point where things start moving forward tremendously, very rapidly. But moral of the story is, like, even if you have a lot of alone time this month, I highly recommend like making progress on your goals, like putting a dent in your to-do list. That's what I'm really seeing here. So it's beautiful. 3rd row out, 7th card, we have the 10 of Swords. This has honestly been coming out a lot recently, so you're not the only one. This is a card of endings, as well as new beginnings. It's the last of the Swords, and it just shows that something is dead, done, and over with. So if you've gotten into a breakup, a separation of any kind, whether romantic, platonic, familial, whatever, it's done. It is done. Okay, no turning back. That chapter of your life is done, and I feel like if you try to stick around and kind of like revive it, it's like a zombie, you know, it's like just not gonna work. It'll just be too toxic. So something's completely done in your life. There's a whole new chapter starting for you. So any endings that are coming through naturally at this time, let them come through, roll with the punches, and allow, and you know, I honestly, this is gonna sound so weird, I kind of like the energy of breakups. I kind of like the energy of separating yourself from someone toxic, because even though like there is that fear there of loneliness, that fear of being alone, you have so much more room, so much more space in your life to do so much more transformation. When you are by yourself, that is really when you truly have all this time to dedicate to your self-growth, your self-improvement. And so the cards are all kind of singing the same song here of like tremendous productivity when it comes to your own self-growth and personal goals. So get it done. Get that stuff on your to-do list done. Even if you've been saying it in your head so often, like, I should start a YouTube channel, I should start this, I should write a book, I should do that, I should, you know, take this class. Like, now's the time to do it, okay? 8th card out for you is Death. Wow, Death right next to the 10 of Swords. There is a huge ending in your life. A whole new chapter will begin for you, and it's time. It really is time. Like, you feel this coming if it hasn't happened already, but it's just like whatever it is, it feels right, and it feels natural for this thing to be left in the past. So some of you guys might be leaving a job, you might be moving from a town or a house, you might be leaving a friendship behind, a relationship behind. It's just something or someone that you know so strongly in your intuition. It's time for this to be over. So it's not going to be this huge shock. It's honestly not even going to be like this devastating thing for you. I mean, sure, with any ending, there is a period of grieving, a period of like readjusting. And I do see the fear of loneliness here, but I mean, come on guys, we literally have Death, we have 10 of Swords, we have let go, we have it's a time for healing. All of these cards are saying like, do not linger, do not hang on to what is not working, do not hang on to this any longer. It is time for you to make this change. It is time for you to move on. You've gotten everything that you need out of a situation. It's time to move on. I'm honestly surprised that the Chariot card didn't come out for you, because that's the whole message there. It's like you've gotten everything that you need from your hometown, from your comfort zone, and it's time to expand your horizons. So 9th card out, watch, it'll be the Chariot. Nope, it's the 9 of Swords in reversed. This is what's gonna happen if you try to hang on to whatever you feel like is staying, like what if you try to hang on to what you feel like you need to move on from, you know what I'm saying? So like if you are still out here like talking to your ex or hanging on to a job that like you know is toxic, like it is time. This is what's gonna happen if you don't move on, guys. You see that? It's this sense of just like your mental health is suffering so much by hanging on to this kind of toxic, tricky, suffocating situation. Like all of your mental energy is going towards coping from this stressful thing, whatever it is, relationship, job, like this thing that is stressful. You shouldn't have to do it. And that's the thing about self-love and self-acceptance. Like knowing that I am happy on my own. I am okay and peaceful on my own, single, alone, whatever. And anything else in my life is just adding on to that happiness. It shouldn't be consuming all of your mental, emotional, physical energies. It shouldn't be this thing that you have to cling onto and hold onto and make sure it stays together. Like I just feel like if you keep trying to hang on to what is trying to exit your life, it will turn toxic. And I think a lot of these cards are saying embrace your alone time this month. Embrace this period of being single if you're single. I feel like a lot of you watching actually are single. And you might not like it, but it's like embrace this time. You know, because if you do get into a relationship, you may not have as much time to do the things that you want to do on your own, you know, your own little personal hobbies, and you may not have the freedom to kind of like date freely, willy-nilly. So this is your time, this is your moment to really embrace your individuality, your singleton if you're single, your alone time. Like it's really a time to get to know yourself, and don't waste that away. Especially like if you just broke up with someone, this is not the time to be jumping back into a brand new relationship. Like this is the time for you to really enjoy being single and really enjoy just being on your own. When you're on your own, you can take bigger risks because you don't have to worry about other people. You don't have to worry about the commitments you made. I feel like you're releasing a commitment. You're letting go of an obligation to something because you were just putting so much into it, and it's come time. You know, this is a natural ending. You felt it coming. And perhaps with the 3 of Pentacles reversed, this was someone or something that you didn't work well with. Like you'd prefer, it's better for you to be on your own than to be working with this thing or with this person. Or maybe you're leaving a job because you want to work on your own and you can't stand your coworkers. But moral of the story is, like, I just see you kind of entering this era where you're your own boss. You are single, you are independent. Even if you are totally in a happy relationship and happily employed by someone, like the energy here is just feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So it's honestly a good month for you for reconnecting with yourself, gaining self-acceptance, and kind of just operating from this beautiful place of just organizing your own life and focusing on you. So it's good. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I would highly recommend watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of the month ahead for you. So there's that. Bye-bye.